Delighted to have a special guest in the studio. Quite frankly, it's long overdue. He should have been here long ago and numerous times, but I got a flyer in the mail over the holidays. I don't know, did anybody get this in the mail? Did you see this thing here? Set Free Ministries, you can make a difference. Did you ever see this? They went out by the thousands. I opened it up, and there's Pastor Chad McComas, and he's with me in the studio. And I looked at all these things: Set Free, New Life, Christian Journal, Rogue Retreat, Celebrate Recovery, just to mention a few. When do you sleep?
I sleep every night, Perry, just like you do. And I sleep well. You know, the Lord is good.
Well, thanks for coming in. This is wonderful. And boy, you got a lot going on. I just wanted to have you spend some time with us this morning and today and give us an update on what's happening with Set Free Ministry, because obviously you're busy. How many of these do you send out?
Perry, we felt impressed to send that to everybody in Jackson County. So that was 98,000 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
It was a bigger faith than I did, but some people around me said, why not? So we did. And we figured that it was time to share that we're trying to serve the Valley. We're trying to bless people, and we need some help. We need people to step up and support us on that.
Well, you're doing a lot of things, and this went out, and hopefully you're getting a good response, and you'll continue to get good response. How did all this start? I mean, you got involved in a lot of things, but Set Free, that's the basis of what you do.
That was the basis. Back in 1997, Perry, God gave me a dream, and in the dream, He had me on the streets of Medford, and there were people that just had that look in their eyes that there was no hope left, there was no purpose, no future. And He turned to me and He said, Chad, I want you to set these people free. And I looked at him, and I actually teared up, and I said, I don't know how. And He said, I'll show you.
Wow.
And that started our journey where we are today. And we're constantly just finding ways to try to bless people and help them find Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior.
Well, you've been doing it for a long time.
Been doing it for a while, yeah.
All right. And so when someone comes in to Set Free, what happens?
Well, it depends on why they come.
Yeah.
As you look along the bottom of that, we have all these different avenues they can come. But we do have a church, but we're not really trying to just build a church. We're trying to build the kingdom of God. And so we deal with people that are off the streets. We have a homeless ministry where we house homeless people. We have a Christian 12-step ministry where we help people get free from their addictions and the compulsive behaviors. I love those pop-open cards I just gave you one a minute ago.
Yeah, I got one here.
To me, that's just a fun way to bless people during the day and give them the hope of God. And there's just different messages in there, and it's just fun. And we do have church services. We have the Christian Journal, which God laid in my lap back in the year 2000, and I look at it as just another way to share encouragement and inspiration and help people with their walk with God. And I don't care which church we help. We're not here to bring them to a church. We're here to bring them to the kingdom.
Oh, I just love the spirit of all of that, and you've been at it a long time. And have you seen the need at this level of ministry grow?
The needs are huge, Perry, as you know. I mean,
the calls we get.
Yeah, you get them too. You know, I mean, you have tremendous needs, and with the economy in the last few years, people are more and more saying, "Hey, who's going to take care of me?" And they're thinking, "I don't have any hope." And a lot of times, I get calls from people, and they're needing this and that, and I'll say, "Well, do you have a home church? Do you have somebody that's going to support you?" And most of them say, "No, no, no." You know, and that's sad. It makes me sad. You know, our churches. Sometimes I think we forget that we have a huge group of people out there that need our services.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot of people.
You know, and I know I've sent people to you. We get calls. We send them to other ministries that do outreach. But I have noticed the cry for help increase.
It is. And that's a good thing, actually, because that just means people are hungry for the Lord. And we have those opportunities now to talk to them about God, which we may not have had a few years ago when things were going much better for them.
Yeah. Of course, you were asking for help. What is your need? I mean, what's it take to run your operation?
Well, financially, we're surviving every month, but we need to grow as far as space. We need a bigger building. And I mean, you guys are probably in the same spot.
Well, we're a size 12 and an 8 shoe.
Yeah, I know. We're in the same boat. And, you know, like, for instance, even our food pantry, we are the smallest location, but we serve more than any other food pantry in the Valley. That's what we're told by Access.
Really?
And so we don't have any place to store any food. And if we get somebody comes along, we have often people come along, we got pallets of food for you. We can't take it. We don't have any place to put it. And we're just, yeah, you said it well, you know, we're in the wrong size shoe.
Yeah.
And we need to grow, but we don't have the resources. You know, the people that we serve don't have money.
Yeah,
And
right.
a lot of times, I know I used to pastor in a denomination, and you hate to say this, but you didn't want those people because they weren't able to help you with the bottom line.
Right, right.
So if you're going to help the people that can't help you with the bottom line, you don't have a bottom line.
Right, right.
And so we need to reach outside of ourselves. If it weren't for kind and generous people outside the ministries that we do, we wouldn't survive.
All right, so you need, of course, you moved recently. You're in a new facility, but you're outgrowing that one.
We've been there 5 years where we are now. It's on West Main,
Yeah.
and actually we moved in because the landlord was going to tear it down. He said, well, you can have it till we tear it down. You know, that was before the economy tanked, and he intended to tear it down and build something nicer and make more money, and so he gave us kind of a bottom line price. I think he may be sorry for that today because we're still there 5 years later. But
Yeah.
But yeah, we have 4,000 square feet. We probably need at least 10, you know, to be able to do the services we do. We just busted the seams.
That's one. Well, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's
But
one of those type of things. Every room has multiple uses. You know how that works here? Every corner has got a purpose.
You see the maze you had to go through to get to
I saw the maze, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, I feel right at home here.
Well, you know, and ministry is month to month. Financially, how are you supported?
By generosity of people. You know, that's just it, donations that come in.
Okay.
And I'm great. And the Lord just amazes me. You know, He never gives us, we don't have a big bank account.
Yeah.
But we always seem to pay the bills every month.
Yeah.
How does that work, Perry?
F-A-I-T-H.
Yeah, something like that.
But they say you spell faith R-I-S-K.
Yeah. Well, you know, even the Christian Journal, as you know, newspapers are on their way out. And newspaper advertising is really tough because there's so much better ways to advertise today. So I'm still trying to run a newspaper that's on the streets, and we have to have advertising.
And you're doing
it.
it. And what's your circulation now?
Well, we have 18,000. We could do more, and we send out to inmates. In fact, if anybody has an inmate that's a friend or family, tell us about it. We'll send it to them free every month, and they just love it. It's a lot of them, they get no mail except what we send them, the Christian Journal.
Yeah.
You know, and it's amazing.
We have the word for you today. This devotional now is into prisons, and
they love it.
And the response we get from it is phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
And then they want us to send it to their family outside of prison.
Yeah.
And then the thing just kind of grows from there,
Escalates,
you know.
yeah. But it's exciting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, really, it's the church's golden hour, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, I've never seen the fields more wide in the harvest for ministry now. If we just stop and look, there's places to reach out and help.
When Jesus said to his disciples, you know, they are ripe, the fields are ripe, pray for workers. And that's why we sent out the flyer. We've got all these people sitting around saying, what can I do, what can I do? Hey, help us. You know, there's lots of things that can be done.
Do you need volunteers?
We can always use volunteers. You know, we need, our Rogue Retreat, for instance, we need some quality board members, you know, to be on our board to help that thing grow. And, you know, you're looking for people that have some backgrounds in law or in finances, that we need to have those kind of people, or construction or whatever. There's just lots of opportunities. You know, a food bank could use more people just donating food. Clean out your cupboards. Stuff you're not going to use, give it to us. We'll pass it on.
There you go.
You know?
And how do people find out about you? I mean, they just walk in, or?
They can give us a call at our church. Actually, probably the best place to go is to our website, setfreemedford.org. And they can get all the information, and then it takes them all the websites of all the different things.
You must see miracles.
We do.
Share a couple.
Well, Perry, I think the biggest miracles have changed life.
Yeah.
And we see that all the time. You know, we see people that have been in drugs for 20, 30 years, and they finally get free, you know, some kind of addiction. And then it's amazing how God will put their lives back together. Just bang, 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 bang. Once they get in tune with Him, and, you know, when we talk about repent, I'm not talking about going forward to the altar, but just saying, hey, I am in trouble. I need help, God. And they reach out to God, and God says, okay, now I can do something with you. And then just starts putting their lives back together, gives them a place to live, gives them a job, gives them a future. It's just fun to watch that.
So the process, they come to you for help. You obviously get them connected with God, and then they go into a 12-step program?
It depends on what their need is, Perry. You know, if like our Celebrate Recovery program, they're all over the valley now, but we were the first ones back in 1998. And if they come in there, they're looking for some hope, and a lot of times they're not quite ready, but when they are ready, they team up with other people that have found that hope and other people that have found that victory, and all of a sudden they begin to change their life. You know, I've had people say, wow, this is the first Christmas I've had I'm sober, you know, and they sometimes don't know what to do with it, but it's like, I like this, you know, this is good. And they get that hope of God. And it's so neat when you change one life, you really change a whole bunch of lives.
Oh, yeah.
Because you start going down the future, and you know, their kids and their kids and their kids, and ooh, it's exciting.
Well, I don't know if you got this flyer. If you did, take a look at it. And if you did, put something in that envelope.
Please.
Yeah, just take that envelope out, put a little gift in there. You can just tear it out and send it in. And they are touching lives in so many ways. And I've never seen a community outreaching as much as this. When you take what you're doing and when you add to that, you know, say Salvation Army, Hearts with a Mission, Youth for Christ.
Good stuff.
I mean, there is incredible stuff going on in Southern Oregon, unlike anything, you know. I always thought, man, if there's ever a place that's got seedbed for revival, this is it.
Absolutely.
I mean, your ministry, what we're doing, you got all the Christian schools. I mean, I don't know of a community that has its own Bible college, its own Christian day school, high school, Set Free Ministries, Salvation Army, Hearts with the Mission, Youth for Christ, and I'm sure I'm leaving some out, Pregnancy Resource Centers.
They're all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, this
and we
place
need
is
to partner together. We need to all support each other.
Yeah.
You know, like I was just talking to Mike over at Pacific Bible, and I said, hey, we need to run your, come on, let's get an ad in here for all your classes. He says, we don't have any money to advertise. Yeah. And I thought, you know, they need to advertise because they have a wonderful thing. They need a lot more students. You know, but how do they get the word out? Yeah,
it's just the cooperative effort now. And the other thing we need to cooperate on is, I think some of us are starting to talk about, you know, can we save on insurance, you know, and things like this?
Why not?
You know, I mean, with all this stuff coming at us, you know, we ought to do some group buying on insurance and stuff like that, you know, because I don't know what yours are. Mine are through the roof.
Oh, yeah. And I agree with you, Perry. You know, the Valley has got to stop competing with each other and start cooperating, because we can never do it all by anyone.
Nobody should fall through the cracks in this town.
Absolutely. And there's so many good ministries out there. And our job, even, that's one thing I like to do with the Christian Journal, we should be promoting everybody.
Yeah.
Get the word out.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, again, if you've got this in the mail, and it was mailed out to everybody in Jackson County, you can make a difference. Let me encourage you to open it up. There's a nice little envelope in there. Tuck a gift in there, send it to them, because they're really changing and touching lives. And Matt, or Chad, excuse me, you've been at this a long time, and I'm going, man alive, I'm trying to think, I don't know how long.
We've been, well, I started in 1997, so we've been at it, you know, and of course I pastored for 30 years before that, so. We're getting old, Perry, but we're Caleb's.
Don't say that.
We're Caleb's, right?
Okay, we'll
keep at it. At 80, we'll say, give us the toughest stuff.
Well,
Let's
I
go
don't
for
find the word quit or retirement in the Bible.
No, I'm never going to retire.
It says occupy until I come.
Absolutely. So. I was talking to a friend of mine who's 65 years retiring from ministry. He said, how can you retire from ministry? You never retire from ministry.
Never retire. Well, thank you for coming in and being with us, and thanks for what you do. And again, let's stay informed more. Anything we can do to help you. Anything we can do to help you.
We're going to do it for each other, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we need to do it. And again, let me just encourage you, go to setfreeministry.com or .org.
It's actually setfreemedford.org.
Oh, setfreemedford.org. Okay, so setfreemedford.com. Okay, setfreemedford.org. Check that out. If you got this flyer in the mail, put a little gift in the envelope and send it to them. And if you have time on your hands and you want to work, give them a call. And go down there. The number is?
773. Got to put the 54 in, right? 541-773-4004. It's right on the brochures.
And when you see Christian Journal, pick it up and read it.
And if you're a Christian business, help us.
There you go. There you go. Advertise in there.
Advertise. We need you.
Okay. God bless. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Perry.
We'll be right back.